In today's bang for your buck battle, we are taking a $550,000 budget and seeing what that gets you in Reseda, California versus Ocala, Florida. So let the battle begin. Hey, I'm Anthony, a former attorney turned real estate professional who's earned a nickname, the Relocation King. And in today's bang for your buck battle, we are taking what seems like a really healthy budget, $550,000. And we're gonna see what it does on opposing coasts. We're gonna look on the West Coast, we're gonna look at Reseda, California, which is in the San Fernando Valley, a big, vibrant suburb of LA. And on the other side of the country, we're gonna look at Ocala, Florida. Now, Ocala, Florida is in the central area of Florida, and it really isn't on either coast. It's right in the middle there towards the north central part of Florida, but it is fantastic. And we're going to take a look and see, where does $550,000 go in either of those two places? So let's just jump to the tail of the tape. So let's start with our first home in Reseda, California, with our $550,000 budget. What does it look like? Well, first of all, it's going to be a townhouse, not a single family residence. And in fact, in all of the San Fernando Valley, where we're looking at here, there is one property on the market that is a single family residence that falls in our budget of $550K. And that is a 520 square foot, one bed, one bath. So we have to jump and look at condos and townhouses, and that's okay. That's just what it is in that area. So the home that we're going to look at is $550,000 right on the dot. It's 1,437 square foot, pretty decent size for the area. It's 3 bed, 3 bath. It was built in 1990, and you pay an association fee of $495 a month at this particular townhouse. That comes out to $333 a square foot. Okay, not bad. But let's see where that $550 goes on the tail of the tape in Ocala, Florida. First, this is a single family home. And in fact, it's a single family home on 0.17 acres. So it's a big lot with lots of space. It's being offered at $549,900. It is also 2,531 square feet, more than 1,000 square feet bigger than what you would get in Reseda. It is also 3 bed, 3 bath. And it was built in 2014, so 24 years newer construction. There's some differences there. The association fee here is $217 a month, and actually the square footage price, the price per square foot comes out to $217 a square foot as well. So looking at the tail of the tape, comparing the numbers, looks like Ocala, Florida is in the lead at this point. But the numbers don't tell the entire story. We got to look at the house itself. So let's start by looking at the exteriors of both homes. So our first home in Reseda, California. And this is a tough one. I mean, it's a townhouse. So there's not a lot you can do to the outside yourself. It is what it is. The curb appeal is the curb appeal of the entire building. It's not like you can go and change your unit's front face or the building's front face. And it looks a little bit rough, a little bit dated. You can tell it was built in 1990. In fact, the thing that I notice is it an apartment complex? Is it a condo? Is it a townhouse? What is it? And that's just indicative of all of these types of buildings here in the San Fernando Valley during that time frame. So they're all going to look very similar to this. But now let's jump to our Ocala, Florida home. And that's nice. I mean, huge, lush lawn. It's a big lot, but not so big that, you know, you're worried about having to take care of acres and acres of forest that's going to overgrow your property. No, it's a big, nice lot where you can do a lot of things in the backyard, where you can do a lot of things in the front yard, where it's just really nice. And in fact, being built in 2014, you know, being less than probably a decade old, you see that it has a nice exterior feel to it. It feels good driving up to this house. You go, man, that's my home. A little bit different than probably driving up and going, okay, yeah, it's my building, but my house is nice. Inside is nice. The one in Ocala, Florida is a super solid choice. It's beautiful. It's got that curb appeal to it, and that big green lawn, that big lush landscaping. It's just a nice place to drive up to. Now I'm thinking that the Ocala one has the curb appeal, but you may have a different opinion, and I'd love to hear it. Drop it in the comments below. I love to hear what everybody's thinking about these two different areas and how far your budget goes and what you get for your budget in each of the areas. But let's just jump in now to the interior of the house, and let's start with the kitchens. Now look, the kitchen in any house is the heart of the household. I know if you're like my family, it doesn't matter if you have 1,000 square feet or 10,000 square feet. When everybody's together, it's in the kitchen. We're cooking, we're laughing, we're making jokes, we're doing all those things and living life there in the kitchen. So let's look at our kitchen here in Reseda. Now, you're gonna see here, there's not a lot of pictures of the kitchen, and that's because it's a pretty small kitchen. Look, if you're solo and you're gonna live here solo, that would be a fantastic kitchen. Or if you eat all your meals out at restaurants, probably a fantastic kitchen. And they've done some nice updating. Look, they have a mix of stainless appliance and the white appliances. So it's not a bad kitchen, it's just small. And that's okay. That's what you're going to get in that area and for that budget. But now let's just jump over to the Ocala, Florida. Wow. I mean, this is the kitchen that I know my family would love. You could be cooking, all of you gathered. Look at that. I mean, it's beautiful. It's all very modern, very finished, that white look to it. It's gorgeous. You can fit 3 full-size bar stools right there. I mean, that shows you how big that island is that we're looking at. It's just a great place to congregate. It makes for a heart of the house. I mean, that is what it is. On top of that, the way that it leads out, it's got this great room. It's not in its own area. It has that great room feel. So even if you're in the kitchen or the family room, y'all are still together in the area and participating together. It's just got a great flow and a great open feel to it. And again, on this one, I think that the kitchen is probably gonna have to go to the Ocala house. That's my opinion. Now let's look at the next part of the house that, you know, a lot of people like to spend their time at and is really important, and that is the primary bedroom and the primary bathroom. Both of these are ensuite. You're gonna see here the Reseda one is actually very nicely updated. It's a great looking master bedroom. The bathroom, it's a little small, but it's nicely updated. You know, you wouldn't be ashamed at all of having this as your bathroom and going and getting ready for the day every day here. It's a nice little retreat. They did the upgrades. They made it look nice. It's a good, solid choice. Now we jump over to the Ocala, Florida house and take a look at that primary bedroom and that primary ensuite. And here you're gonna see, again, you know, it's a really nice, it's a little bit bigger room than the other one. The bathrooms are very nicely done. You know, it's got the tile and everything going on, the nice tub there. I mean, it's a nice ensuite. Is it the perfect ensuite? No, but it's a great ensuite and one that you would love. You know, you can sit there having a bubble bath and relaxing while the family's out in that big old kitchen doing their thing and all on their own. It would be a nice retreat, this primary bedroom. As well, the primary bedroom in that Reseda house is a nice retreat as well. But at 1,400 square feet, I don't know how much retreating you're doing, but that's a whole different story. So let's jump into some of the other amenities of these two homes. So in Reseda, for that $495 a month association fee, what are you getting? Well, you get a pool. A pool in the middle of a complex, and it's a pool. hey, there's nothing wrong. You know, getting a pool is a big deal in a lot of these areas here in the valley, and having one on your property is fantastic. Look, it gets warm in the valley. You're going to want to go there in summer, and you have a place to go. There's also a little clubhouse with some stuff there as well. You know, $4.95 a month is a lot for that little pool, but that's okay. You're getting a pool out of it. Now, if we look over at Ocala, Florida, look, they have built a clubhouse here. They have built this beautiful pool and tropical oasis area out there, and that is a fantastic feature. On top of that, it sits right next to a giant pond, which if you're from Florida or you spend some time in Florida, or you're relocating to Florida, ponds are important. They're one of the features that people look for when they're looking for different homes. And this is a great pond, and this is a great pool resort area, and this is a great clubhouse. I mean, everything about it is top-notch, well done, and for $217 a month, less than half you were paying at the other association, seems like a better deal to me. On top of that, the Ocala home has some things that are really cool as well. You know, you have that big lush yard and all of that. But if you've spent time in Florida, you know you need an enclosed patio, what they call a lanai in Florida. And this house has it as well. So you see this big, beautiful outdoor area that's screened in. That is what we're talking about here. And they've done a great job. They've done a lot of upgrades. It looks beautiful. They have the screening in, so it is ready to go and to get things done today. This is a move-in ready house. So is the Reseda house. You can move in there as well. It's fantastic. They're just two different styles. I mean, it depends what you're looking to do. But this is what your money does in two different locations across the country. Ocala is a little bit farther away from the beach than is Reseda from the beach in LA, in the valley. You still have to drive to get to the beach. It's not like you are living on the beach in Reseda, just like you aren't living on the beach in Ocala. They aren't beach communities, either one of them. So that's why I thought this was a good representation of what you get from one to the other. But let's just summarize here a little bit here. Let's take a break, check this out. So the tail of the tape, I would say that Ocala, Florida is by far the clear winner. You get 1,000 more square feet. It's more than $110, $120 almost per square foot less. You get a huge lot versus what you're getting in the San Fernando Valley in Reseda. You get a condo or a townhouse for that range. You get a smaller place. Also, they both have 3 beds and 3 baths. But 3 beds and 3 baths in 2,500 square feet is gonna feel a heck of a lot different than 3 beds and 3 baths in 1,400 square feet. And I think you see that here. On top of that, I think the kitchen, for me by far, the clear winner is the Ocala house. You know, it just is what it is. That's the place that I want to go and hang out. That's a place where my family would want to come hang out. I don't care what the rest of the house looks like almost. That's where we spend our time. The Reseda one a little bit different. On top of that, you look at some of the other things. Let's the masters and the master en-suites. Both of them are very good, you know, for what it is. The one in Reseda is very nicely done. I think that's a great master. I think it's a great primary. I think it's a great bathroom. The one in Ocala, just by virtue of having more square footage and more area, you get a little bit more breathing room there. You can do a few more things than you can, but both of them are very nice. This one's a toss-up on the master and the primary en-suites. Then you look at the amenities and other influences, and I'm gonna say the Ocala one definitely has you beat there. I mean, look, that pool resort area, that clubhouse, that pond, I mean, the lanai, you don't really have even very much of an outdoor at all on the first one in Reseda. Maybe you have a small patio, but that's about it. Here, you got dogs, you got kids, you got, you know, you want to go goof around in the backyard, you can do it. not so much on the other one. So for my overall winner, look, it's tough because you're looking at two different lifestyles in two different areas. If you want that urban lifestyle and you want super action and be close to super action and you want to overpay and get less for that, then for sure Reseda is not a horrible choice at all. It's got a lot of great things to it. It's a nice place, it really is. I call it the movie feel, right? The movie family feel. Then Ocala may be your better choice. You're getting square footage, you're getting yard, you're getting all the amenities, you're getting that. For me, I gotta go with the bang for your buck going a lot farther in Ocala, Florida than in Reseda. I mean, it's pretty no-brainer. That's my opinion. I want to hear what your opinion is. Go ahead and drop below what your thoughts are. Who won the bang for the buck battle? Which one would you choose and why? And on top of that, make sure you subscribe so that you get the, all of these videos. We're going to do a lot of these bang for the buck videos and show you different places. And in fact, if you have two that you want to pit against each other and you want to see your bang for your buck in one area versus another, leave that in the comments below and we will make a video. I will make a video of your places that you want to see. Tell me the two different cities, the budget, what you want to see, and we will go ahead and break it down for you in another one of these videos. And if you want to learn more about these areas, I'm putting up some videos for you to watch here. We try and break down the pros and cons of the different areas so you can get a little bit more in depth on each of these areas. I also have upcoming and other episodes of the Bang for Your Buck battle that you can watch. And of course, if you are looking to move to any of these places, go ahead and hit me up at therelocationking.com. We'll get you settled with somebody who will take fantastic care of you. But that is going to do it for today's video. And I will see you next time. The Relocation King out.